very warm good evening, traders. This is your host Nirotpal from your beloved Vidhyakshaya, and today we are going to discuss that can we finally see a trendy expiry from FINNIFTY, or will stay remain range bound this expiry also. Let's start with the final charts which we provided you today. See, we told you very clearly that today the market is going to be range bound. We gave you simply two ranges. On the higher side of our bank nifty, we gave you the range of 43,725, and on the lower side, the level was 43,450. The market simply decayed all your premiums today. It did not give any good move, any literally any good move. It did not provide any good move. Okay. Now let's talk about Nifty. See, Nifty again performed same. Nifty simply showed a very volatile and range bound move. We provided with the range very clearly that, and we also inform you that I personally will not trade in index until we go either above 19,800 or below 19,600. Okay. For mid cap Nifty again the same. We caught one good expiry move, which we caught somewhere around in this candle. We caught our expiry move in this single candle. This single candle gave our only one move, and then market went range bound like we expected. And finally, FinNifty was already range bound, so we did not get any good move. Now let's talk about tomorrow. That what kind of move can we get tomorrow? See, our ranges are gonna be almost the same like today. So first of all, I'll remove the 15 minutes candle, 15 minutes chart, and then I'll simply go to the monthly chart of FinNifty because we have an expiry, so we'll need a good idea of what the markets are talking about in a monthly time frame. See, on a monthly time frame, FinNifty is still bullish. Okay, the bullish scenario is not over. This fall was simply a retracement, and this retracement is still not over. This retracement will be over when we cross above the high of the last candle, which is somewhere around this 19,975. Above 19,975 and 20,000, we'll see a proper breakout of this retracement phase, and then we'll see a very good move for the next 1 to 2 months. But that level is far. So let's come to the daily time frame from let's come to weekly time frame from monthly time frame. In monthly time frame, market is bullish. First scenario. Okay, it's a retracement, but overall market is bullish. Now let's see what the weekly charts are talking. The weekly charts are saying that okay, the market formed a double top pattern and then we showed a fall and now we are showing a retracement. But now, if we go to see check price action, see this is a pure bearish price action formation because see this 19,975 level was breaking down, then market took resistance, market again came down, now market again is almost reaching up to that point and market faced another resistance. So this might turn into a very big bearish sign when, only and only when we sustain below this candle, which is around 19,470. This level is around 19,470. If we sustain below 19,470, then our stances will turn into bearish for the next 2 to 3 days, and our targets positionally on the bearish side will be at around 19,865. These are the big targets we're taking on the downside if and only if we sustain below 19,470. Now let's check what the charts are talking on the higher side, daily candle. In the daily candle, we have this very important level on the lower side, which we have discussed just now, 19,470. Let's make this range a little bit more accurate. This range will be somewhere from around 19,450 to 470. This is your range on the lower side. This is your support zone on the lower side. On the higher side, see we formed a doji candle. So simply the only possible support resistance on the higher side we have is today's daily high. Today's day high is your support resistance zone, which comes around somewhere around 19,592. So this is your scenario for FinNifty. Now let's check what the 15 minutes candle speak. In 15 minutes, on the lower side, we have two very important supports, which are 19,450 and 19,470. And on the higher side, we have a very strong resistance, which is around 19,592. Just to be a little bit more accurate, this level could be somewhere around 19,590. Okay, round levels always work better. So on the higher side, 19,590 is your resistance. On the lower side, 19,450 is your support zone. Absolutely zero trades in between this. At least I am gonna trade. I'm gonna take absolutely zero trades between this if we remain range bound. There is only one trade which can be taken in this zone, and that trade is, if we see a selling move, then we can see a selling until this zone, then we can either form a W pattern or a hammer kind of pattern and then show up move. So we can go in only this trade in FINNIFTY. Let's talk about mid cap nifty. Mid cap nifty expiry is gone, so it's better to ignore mid cap for tomorrow. But mid cap can still give a good move because it was range bound since a very long period of time. So on the lower side, we have this very important level, which is around 9,425, and on the higher side, we have this another level, which is around 9,495. Keep this zone as your flag pattern formation zone. The longer we consolidate here, the bigger our breakout will be. So expect mid cap nifty to be range bound event tomorrow and day after tomorrow, or even tomorrow when we see a breakout. This breakout will be brutal, and I mean it, and I mean by saying brutal. We'll see a one-sided breakout if we break out this level. Okay, this is our view on mid cap nifty, because we can see a very clear formation of a flag and pole pattern. This is your pole and this is your long flag, and our flag will activate on a 15-minute green candle close, not a red candle, not a bearish candle. Good 15-minute candle close with good volumes above 9,495, or to be safe around 9,500. Okay, let's talk about nifty now. See, our levels in Nifty are very pretty clear. It's almost gonna be the same like what you are seeing now, just the levels which we give today by the end of the day. So on a daily candle, we saw a very good. This pattern, we won't call this pattern a very bearish pattern. So this pattern can still be considered as an indecision candle. Okay. On the lower side, our support is 19,670. On the higher side, to watch our resistances, we have to go on the hourly time frame. In the hourly time frame, if we go to see, then we can extend the support a little bit lower, just to be a little bit more safe. So our support can be somewhere around, no, our support was better at around 19,670, and the reason behind that is we have respected this level for at least 3 to 4 times here. Let me show you where. This is the first time when we respected this candle after a gap, after a flat opening, that is on 16th November. The second time we respected this level was here, which was around 17 November, and the third time we respected this level today here. So now when the market respects a certain level for so many times, the level becomes weak. So you can initiate a good selling position below this level. Okay, I'm saying selling position. You can initiate a good selling position below this level, and your targets on the lower side for the first targets will be around 19,615. This will be your first targets. Below 19,615, you can go for a little bit bigger targets, which will be somewhere around 19,545, 19,550. Okay, this is the lower on targets on the lower side. On the higher side, if we go to see, then we'll simply put fib levels here and we'll find out which is the strongest resistance point for us, and that will be our range. The fib levels we put from around 16 November high till today's low, and our very important zone, or it's better to mark a zone which is somewhere from around here. So this zone could be around 19,970 to around 19,800. So 19,970 to 19,800 is your resistance level on the higher side, and 19,615 to 9 and 19,670 is your support zone on the lower side. This is your support zone. Below this zone, we'll immediately go for selling moves. Our targets are discussed below, and on the higher side, say 770 and 800 is our important resistance zone. Above 800, we'll take big targets of around 19,875, and above 19,875, we'll take targets of around 20,000 for Nifty. Now let's talk about Bank Nifty. What kind of chart we are showing? See, first of all, Bank Nifty is again very range bound. We saw clearly in our charts, which we gave you at around 12 a.m. to 12 noon today. So first we'll check Bank Nifty on a one-day time frame. Again, no buyers and no sellers are interested in Bank Nifty. So we are currently range bound in Bank Nifty. We formed a very clear doji pattern, and doji pattern simply means that neither the buyers are interested nor the sellers are interested. By sellers, I mean writers, not literal bears. Okay, because the market is currently in a sorry, by sellers I mean literal bears. Currently the markets are in control of writers, and the writers won't leave the markets until we break the high or low of today's candle. There is no other pattern. This is the high of today's candle is somewhere around 43 725. 43,725 is our today's candle's high, and 43 450 is our today's candle's low. Okay, this is what we have for today. This is the zone. You will absolutely, you should absolutely not trade anything between this area. If you are a one-sided trader, trendy trader who trades only one-sided calls, who rides the calls for very long, then you can trade between this area. But personally, this market is completely of the for the people who sell calls and sell puts. By that I mean this market is of the writers, and also this market is of the scalpers who take trades in 1 minute time frame. So until we don't break out this zone, we'll see this kind of momentum. We'll see selling from resistance area and buying from support area, and this will simply decay your premiums. So if you are not a scalper, or and if you are not a writer, then ignore the markets, trade in stocks cash. Okay, we'll share the charts of some stocks in the group by today, and that's our analysis for tomorrow. Currently, we are expecting a very trendy move tomorrow for FINNIFTY. So let's see what whichever side our range breaks. That's all from today. That's all for today. Thank you. This is your host Nilotpal, and let's meet again tomorrow.